What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I'm looking at the camera because I tried a new hair, put on my extensions, put a little braid on. Yes? No? Maybe? Well, I hope everyone's doing great. I know that it's a repeating thing. We're in quarantine. I'm having these emotions where one day I'm like, yes, I'm gonna kill the world, and then some days I'm just like, I don't even know. We're just gonna go through the motions. And I think that it's totally okay to do that. I think something that's been needed, or that I've been looking a lot, is I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. I've been listening to a lot of YouTube videos. I've been meditating. My attention span is like 5 minutes. Literally, like, I'm a butterfly. If you're talking to me, I'm already thinking about something else, which I don't do on purpose. That's just my mind. I'm very forgetful as well. People swear that I just don't care, but it's just the nature of who I am. And I wanted to take this video to do something that I would listen to, and to hear something that I needed to remind myself as. So I used to do these things called car confessionals, which I would post up in the car and just, give you guys something about my life, something that I've learned, an insider to who I am. Instead of car confessionals, we're gonna do quarantine confessionals. Quarantine with a C, even though it's with a K, but CC, quarantine, confessional, CC, whatever. So guys, this is my first quarantine confessional, and I'm here to give you guys content that I digest on the regular basis. I am not here trying to promote that I am a yogi or a motivational speaker or any of that. I wonder if you can hear that in the background, which is a lawnmower, but we're gonna go just trust the road. I'm here to tell you guys a story of what I have learned in my life that happened to me and that has propelled me in order to manage a lot of other things in my life. I am a creative. I am multifaceted. I love many things, and I think it's just not fair to stick with the norm that you should only be one thing and one thing only. I know that throughout my whole life that has been the continuous thing that people have said, focus on one thing, do one thing. And as I understand, and it might work for other people, that just might not work for you. And I'm here to tell you that it's okay if you feel like that. I understand that you should definitely not do a million things. As that quote says, a jack of all trades doesn't master none. There is definitely an area, a section, a well-balanced amount of things that you can group and master and be successful with if you just stay consistent and you are disciplined. Throughout my whole life, I've been passionate about acting. Ever since I could remember, it's always been in my head. It's always been it almost feels embedded in my DNA. It just was. I don't know if it was because of my dad's constant music playing in the background. I don't know if it was my mom's constant go crazy, go on the floor, roll around encouragement of just being who I am and just laughing at it and encouraging it. I really don't know. I'm one of those people who are fortunate to know that is truly, I feel like my eyes are getting watery, that is truly my calling. I think I felt a little lost this week because I was dealing with this coronavirus. You want to try and navigate this world where your mental health is in a good, positive space, yet you are still creating something you love, and then also trying to monetize. I am someone who has really big dreams, has really big expectations, and I'm not afraid to sacrifice a lot of things that probably the normal person would want in their life. And I'm ready to risk and sacrifice and fail a lot in order to get to my end goal. And my end goal isn't just one picture. It isn't just me being a great actress. There's so many things that are under that I would like to accomplish, which is why I wanted to share this quarantine confessional. This story has been always a reminder to me that sometimes you just have to throw yourself at shit and trust in your gut and trust in your instinct. Now, I'm not encouraging that you guys do this in any ways. I am just here to share my story, and this worked for me, and I feel like Sometimes greatness happens out of those moments that are uncomfortable, out of those moments that are that you are forced to learn under lots of pressure and stress. But those are the moments that create a strong DNA and a strong character in who you are. I was trying to go to college while also going to my job, which was working at this very, very fancy hotel as a hostess and a cocktail waitress. It was a very, very strong, demanding job. So as I would go to school from, I say, 10 a.m. to the morning till like 1 or 2 o'clock, then do my theater rehearsals because I was working on a play. I was always in a play in college or something. I believe I was doing Oedipus Rex during that time, which, if you don't know, it is a Greek play, and it is a lot. So I was doing that. After I was done with rehearsal, I would go to my job, which was from 4 or 5 till 10 or 11. It was till 9 or 10. Hopefully I would always try to get cut early. And then I was working at a radio job where I was a co-host to a couple on a Spanish Latin radio show that was very local. But let me tell you, I learned so much, and just learned life in general, period. The way that I got this job was something that I will carry for the rest of my life, because it is a story that I believe not everyone has the caliber to throw themselves at an opportunity like this. And if you are willing and able and have that discipline and have that passion, and you just ask, what are they gonna say? No? That's the worst thing they can say. Here I was, must have been a Wednesday night probably. Starbucks, there is a Starbucks by my house. And I would go every night whenever I didn't have to work on my days off, and I would study my lines. I would read my books and just be a good, disciplined artist. As I'm doing this, I'm overhearing this couple have a conversation in Spanish, and they're talking about writing their script for the radio show, who it is they're interviewing, what it is that they have to do. And then I hear that the husband, very, very Colombian of me, very muy chismosa, very gossipy it's called, overhearing the husband say, we need a female co-host, a young Latina that can breathe some of the current event type of news, some farandula, which is kind of entertainment news, entertainment gossip. And I'm just overhearing and hearing this, and they're going on and on and on. And I'm just thinking to myself, wow, I've never done radio. I am an avid radio listener, because back in the day I was in my Toyota Corolla. It was either me playing the Kendrick Good Kid, Mad City, or listening to the radio shows like the Spanish gossipy ones, or Y100, Z100, whatever it's called. I was just that type of girl. So throughout this whole conversation, there was just something in my body that was like, you should just go up and introduce yourself. You have been a host, you are an actress, you have done public speaking, you're not afraid of a crowd, you're not afraid of speaking. I know it's not something you've ever done before, but you should just go and ask and introduce yourself and just offer yourself to them. And I had this inner dialogue with myself, legit, for 20 minutes, okay? I'm lucky that they didn't leave. I was there for 20 minutes, I just didn't know what to do. I'm like, I don't have a resume. I've never done radio before. I don't even know how to write a script. I don't even know how it is to input music on the show. I don't know. There's so many things that I don't know. I was so scared. But I knew that it would be a great opportunity to learn, and I know that it would be something that would be valuable for my acting career, because at the end of the day, to me, acting is experiences in life, and as many experiences that you can get to throw into your story pot, into your bowl of things to pick for when you later are making a movie, it's great. So more experiences, the better. Sat there, inner dialogue, 20 minutes, didn't know what to say, didn't know what to do. I ended up calling my dad. Called my dad, said, Dad, listen, there's this couple here. Should I go up to them? Is it rude that I do that? You know, it was, I believe I was 19 at the time. And he's like, you better get up and go talk to them. I literally took maybe 10 more minutes and I went up to them. Introduced myself. Hi, my name is Johanna Martinez. I'm sorry to be a little bit rude, but I was overhearing your conversation and I heard that you guys needed a Latina host. And I was like, you know, did my little cute thing, which I do when I'm nervous. I'm like, lucky for you, I'm Colombian, soy Latina, tengo whatever years old that I was. I think I was 19 years old, and I am a professional actress and model and host. I didn't say that I was a radio host. I didn't say that I was experienced. I just said, yeah, I've done a few things here and there. You know, I've been on shows. Yeah. They're like, wow, that's so awesome. It's really interesting. They were looking at my book. I was doing the Oedipus Rex. They're like, wow, you know, you're interested in that. Yada, yada, yada. We start having a conversation. They take down my number. And it was so crazy because that night, exactly at that night, they said, do you want to actually go visit the station? Like, do you want to see the setup? Mind you, okay, be safe. You know, don't just go off with anyone. I called my dad. I let him know where I was. I told my mom, like, hey, I met these people. They work for this radio station. I checked them out on Facebook. They're legit. They are kind of interested in me and they want to show me the place. I want to go. I want to go ahead. I want to do it. My mom said yes. My dad said yes. I went ahead. They took me to the radio station. Very small building, you know, very cute. Banners, the set, everything was there. And they just started explaining to me, listen, this is not going to be a paid opportunity. But we'd love for you to join us once a week. I believe it was I think it was twice a week. And those days, I think the schedules were 11 to 1 a.m. And I said, sure, yeah, that's great, that's fine. It was excruciating. I mean, it was long days, but whatever, that's what you have to do. You sacrifice sometimes. So that is how I threw myself at that opportunity, and I've taken that lesson in my life to really trust myself and trust my talent. And my talent is that I am a people person. I am a speaker. I am a talker. I am a personality, and I believe in myself. And when I talk, I'm passionate about what I say and what I do. My battery had died while I was so passionate in explaining the story, but make this short, the story has meant a lot for me because it has taught me to really be fierce. I think at the end of the day, that was my lesson, that whenever you love something, whenever you want to learn about something, if you are not fierce, if you are not determined, if you are not disciplined, those things will not align. They will not happen for you because you're just not hungry enough. There's so many other people out there in the world that are working twice as hard as you, that are sacrificing twice as more as you. You need to really understand, are you built for this? Is this what you want? And I was speaking to someone that I respect and I hold very highly, and she said to me, she was in this panel and this person was saying, is it a call or is it a hobby? You have to really make that distinction, and that really set the tone for how I feel about things, because I know that this certain thing in my life is a calling. I just need to move certain pieces like a game of chess and understand how it is that I elevate and prepare myself so that when that moment comes again where I'm in a coffee shop or where I'm at a casting and a director comes up to me and says, hey, yada yada yada, do you have this scene, do you have that scene, like what are your talents, I am ready. That's what they say, and I truly believe that it's that when preparation meets opportunity, I really highly believe in that. And I do believe that if you're someone who's learning, throwing yourself at things is sometimes the best thing you can do, because I was someone who I didn't know how the radio worked, but not only did I understand and I learned so much about human interaction working in that radio show, but I understood content. For the first time, when content wasn't really a huge thing, I understood what it was to have an audience, to try and cater to your audience, to try and understand what it is that your audience wants from you. And that was such a big lesson in that job, and I am just so grateful for that. And during these times, I think these talks, these inspirational things, I hope this is something you can classify as inspirational, are very, very healthy for me, and they're something that I consume daily. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this car confessional. If you guys have any of those cool moments in your life that happen, I'm super interested in hearing yours, so comment down below. If you like this video and you like, or you want to have more types of this video in the future, give a thumbs up and leave more comments. And I love you guys. Stay positive. You're a human. You're okay to rest. It's okay to stop, but also remember that it's go time, and right now is the time that you need to put in this work. Love you.